Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? It's Alicia SD, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Again, I kept saying I was going to start posting more on here, so that's what I'm trying to do. I want to talk about some things like makeup. I've been holding off on this topic for a while now, but I think it's time I go ahead and just speak on it just a little bit. And I want to say that I don't have anything against anyone who wear makeup or anything like that. It's your choice, it's your body, you choose to do what you want. It's just that I just wanted to bring some awareness to this, and it's like on most social media platforms, they're calling it hate speech and bullying, or something like that. So therefore, I'm gonna try to do it on YouTube, and hopefully I don't get flagged. So I just want to say that I do not wear any makeup whatsoever. I do not arch my eyebrows. I do shave occasionally, and I'm actually trying to get off of doing that, and maybe just trimming on a more natural route. And then also I guess I'll talk about the makeup. The reason why I don't wear makeup is because it actually made me less confident when I had put it on. I felt like it made my face break out, and it made me less beautiful. That's what I believe. That's why I didn't wear it. And then later on, I went on to research what makeup was made out of, and it's made out of some unthinkable things. You should go look it up. I recommend that because I'm not flashing any documents or anything like that. I'm just going to say you should look up what it is made from. A lot of makeup is tested on animals. I am an animal lover in a sense, a tree hugger in a sense. I don't even believe in owning animals. So I'm not saying that I'm like almighty or anything like that, but what I'm saying is that I guess I believe more. I'm a nature person, so I try to resonate more with nature, and nature does not, have animals as pets. So then also the other part of being a nature person is being natural, and so being natural has a lot to do with your physique and your appearance. And so I choose not to wear makeup. I used to arch my eyebrows because I have a unibrow here, and so I used to arch my eyebrows, but I stopped because I felt like it was no point into doing so. And then secretly, I believe that I have a unibrow for a reason, and so therefore I should let it connect, because then, maybe I'll activate some powers. I don't know. I'm goofy like that, right? And so that's just my personal belief on why I stopped shaving my unibrow, okay? And then people used to make fun of me was one of the other reasons why I did shave my unibrow. But the older I got, or the older I am now, the more confident I am now, and so the less I care about what people think. My hair, I used to perm my hair. I used to perm my hair a lot. I used to dye my hair a lot. And when I got pregnant, they had told me that the hair dye, the chemicals would get into my bloodstream, and my daughter, or my child, because it don't matter the sex, that my child would be affected by this. And so therefore that made me very concerned. And so since I was very concerned, I decided that I was going to stop perming my hair. And so I did, for the better health of me and my child. And so I did so. And so that was one of the reasons why I stopped perming and dyeing my hair. And I noticed that my hair actually turned into a more healthier strand, and it's much stronger, and it's thicker, it's fuller, it's longer. I have this head on here, but I'll take that off to just show. In the last perm I got, it left a bald spot in the middle of my head, and so the bald spot, it really hurt it to this day, my scalp is still really sensitive there in that area. So I never went back to perming my hair, after I had my daughter and everything. And so I just continued that lifestyle of being closer to being natural. And so I noticed that throughout time, women start becoming more made up, is what I call it. Really, really made up. Heels do not define me as a woman. I was born a woman. Heels won't make me more or less of a woman. The same with makeup. That doesn't define my feminism, my feminine energy. It doesn't define me as a woman. So I just really didn't, take a big old take into it. And then also, I'm very small. I'm a very small woman. And so everyone started going into like this cosmetic surgery thing. And I did the history on it. And it started back when, people, it started in the war, people going to war and stuff, they gotta reconstruct these people when they come back home. So that's how it became, of a thing. And then I guess somewhere in there, they start using it, as a marketing tool to make money. You should check out The Skin I Live In, that movie. That's a great movie. To give a lot more detail on where my mindset is with that. I won't speak on it in this video because I don't know what all copyrights and community guidelines YouTube have, and so apparently I'm getting flagged on numerous social media accounts simply for copyrights, as they're saying. I even on Instagram, I got a copyright for my own video, me talking just like this, and they're saying I'm violating some copyright. So I really don't know at this point. To me, I think it's much deeper than just copywriting and everything. I believe that the people who they're really silencing the most are the ones who not only know the most, but probably can get more people to listen to them. So I believe that's one of the reasons why I'm being silenced on so many social media accounts. But back to the makeup ordeal. And so another thing was I used to be body shamed about being too small, being real skinny, and people used to make me feel bad. People still try to make me feel bad about not having a fat ass and big titties or whatever, and I really don't care because I was born small. I was been small. My mom is like 150, 5'5". She's a small woman, and my dad is probably not even 150. Because my dad has health problems, but prior to that, my dad wasn't a large man either. My dad probably was like 175, and my dad's probably like 5'6" or something like that, or probably 5'5" or something like that, same height as my mom. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm a small person, but society had conditioned me for a little while to believe that I'm supposed to be this large, thick woman, and truthfully, I'm not. I changed my diet. When I changed my diet, I went into this small physique person, and it took a while for me to accept this person because everybody's so focused on this fat ass and these big titties and thick thighs that I do not possess, and so I remember when people were starting to go under these knives and doing these surgeries and everything. I remember when people were starting to do this, they were actually glorifying it and telling people, if you don't agree with your body, you should change it and different things like that. Nobody's really was speaking on the hazards of it and the actual toxicity. I can't even say it. Toxicity, the toxicness. Okay, but look, because I can't say it, I have cognitive functional problems. If you don't believe me, you can go on my podcast, D. Ollie Rich, Spiritual and Mental Self-Help 101, and it's on Anchor and Spotify, Apple Music. It's on a lot of the podcast outlets, and so you can check it out on there. And I talk about my mental condition and the my brain state from the effects of my mental condition. So, you know, if you want to laugh, go ahead. You know, I just want to give you a heads up. You know, you're laughing at somebody who's actually teaching, they're educating themselves, as well as somebody who has suffered from, you know, brain trauma in the past and who's coming a long way and making progress. So whatever, you know, I'll laugh with you. Fuck it, it's whatever. You know, I'm a big girl, and so back to the whole, you know, the cosmetic ordeal, you know, and then I noticed that a lot of women is doing it left and right, and I don't really understand why it's such a big deal on why to do it. I believe that with the more women going under the surgery, then it's harder to tell when a man has done it, and so you can't really tell who is who. Like, and so I believe that's one of the reasons why it is being pushed so heavily, and it's a big business. People, they're making tons of money off of it, and nobody is really being held responsible for the terrible outcomes that are happening to these women's bodies. And I believe that's one of the reasons why I'm speaking up. I'm tired of being, you know, basically shamed for being small. I'm tired of people trying to tell me that, basically try to make me feel insecure because I'm not some thick woman, you know, or I don't wear makeup. Like, I've had women tell me women and men tell me I look like a man because I don't wear makeup, because I have natural beauty. I've walked down the street and I've had guys literally laugh at me for wearing my afro, you know. And so even to this day, I still continue to be as natural as I can and be myself regardless. And I refuse to follow the trends of body mutilating and, you know, it's just not what I'm going to do. I had surgery. I've had a total of 4 surgeries, all for health purposes. I would never get a surgery just because I feel like my breast isn't big enough. If that is the case, I might as well go ahead and just maybe work out or something. Like, there's things you can do to help get your body into the physique that you want without actually having to infuse yourself with unwanted things. You know, it's just not healthy. And so that's pretty much what I wanted to say, is that you should really look up makeup and really reconsider going back to natural beauty. Being natural actually helps you connect more to your spirit and your soul of who you is. A lot of that fake hair and stuff like that is actually cursed. You can look that up as well. A lot of these women are offering their hairs to demons and stuff like that for personal gain for their families. You can look this up. These videos are all over the internet, and so that's another reason why I am a natural person. And so I just think that the more natural you are says how much more you actually love yourself. And so we should all embrace ourselves. This message is definitely very positive, and I hope that nobody is offended by anything that I'm saying, because it's all said with love. And I'm just kind of really tired of society looking at me like I'm the strange one because I embrace who I am naturally.
What's up, beautiful people? I'm enjoying the sun. The sun is good for you sometimes. But anyway, you know, God had been putting it on my spirit, you know, to don't wear weave. And I just kept hearing it, and I thought it was so weird. I'm like, it's just weave, you know. But then I started researching on it and everything, and it's more than just weave, y'all. Look at this clip.
It may sound to some, there are Mid-Southerners who believe that the hair could be cursed. As WMC Action News 5's Jerica Phillips reports, it's a theory that's taking on a life of its own online. Search the words cursed hair online.
You are cursing yourself. You are even cursing your marriage.
and the prophecies are plenty.
Whoever hair I was wearing on my head, that heifer had a bad omen. And that bad omen followed her from India and came on top of my head. And I took on her spirit.
After a WMC Action News 5 investigation revealed how deadly the business of selling hair in Memphis can be, Mid-South women let loose on Facebook, weave wearers going back and forth about what some believe to be the root cause of the crimes. One woman wrote, "Do you know the history of the hair's original owner? What type of spirit did that person have? You may be buying a person's hair and their demonic spirit." Another woman wrote, "Maybe the reason so many people are doing ungodly things has to do with the fact that many of the purchases are made in other countries that worship false gods. It may sound bizarre, but some people do believe virgin hair from India may be possessed during a ritual called tunsering, the cutting of hair for religious reasons or sacrifices to idol gods."
Thank you to all the people that tagged me. I've had multiple tags to this next video I'm about to show you. So 2 months ago, I made a video about human hair and I said, my people, stay away from human hair. That hair comes from temples in India, temples. It comes with curses from the worship that was done, the rituals that was done when that hair was cut. Now, a lot of you understood what I meant. A lot of you had experiences from putting human hair on your head. Your spirit felt off or something was wrong.
Bitch, I'm about me about 12 weeks today now. Because who the fuck are you? Who are you? Like, why do I need you to even listen to me, acknowledge me, or anything? Like, who are you? We gatekeeping hairstyles now? So we measuring people's consciousness off of what they put on their head.
This shit catches on fire, it's over.
Like, is this shit really motherfucking worth it? I mean, look at this shit. Motherfuckers need to grow out their hair or something. What the fuck? This shit too much. 10 or more a butt. You know what I'm saying? I told you that hair has demonic entities and negative forces inside. They cut their hair to remove the negative forces. And they sell it to you to place it on you. Basically like a transfer of energy, a transfer of omen. Something that's bad on them, they transfer it to the hair and they sell it to you. Now it's transferred to your body.
Wanna be one of my girls? Yes. This came all the way from India? Forget about where it's from. Let's focus on where it's going. You're not tender-headed, are you? I'll be fine.
What has the weaves and the human hair done to her?
Nothing, to just take on the spirit.
And what was on the spirit of those hair?
Yeah, some people that donate the hair.
And where does the hair go to?
They get sacrificed to demons.
Now what is?
And they sell them to the hair people and make it in 2 weeks.
So what is your hair? What is your name?
Spirit of Weaves.
And what country did you come from?
China.
China. So listen to me. What spirit has entered her from the hair?
Indian spirit from India.
What were the spirits called? What are the spirits called? Say it now.
There are Indian names.
Say it in English now.
Shalom.
Say all of them.
Shalom, Shagu, Ashiaka.
And what are those spirits and what are their functions?
They are sacrifice demons.
So listen to me. Everything that came in from weave, from hair from weave, you're gonna leave in a count of 3. 1, 2, 3, break. Cough it up.
It ain't even real.
You wish you had hair like this.
Girl, you know you weren't even born with blue eyes.
Every spirit that's come upon Aaron, God, from human hair, from weaves, break now. Every spirit from weaves, begin to go now in the name of Jesus. Take it off her head. Take it off her head. Spirits from India and China, begin to release now. Begin to release. Begin to release. Every spirit of weave, Father God, anything that came from the Hindu temples or the Chinese temples that has entered her hair, that has entered her body, I command it to break off her now. From the top of her head to the bottom of her feet, I command everything to break now. Break. No, don't let it come out. Let it come out. Don't cover it. Let it come out. Let it come out. Break now in Jesus' name. Break. Spirits of weave. Break. That spirit that was upon you is loosing now in the name of Jesus by fire right now. 1, 2, 3. Break.
And the people who end up wearing the hair are often unaware of the journey it took to get to them.
Most people do not know where their hair comes from, and I don't think they care.
Rika Hales, the founder of a hair extension salon in Los Angeles, didn't particularly care either until she got scammed.
I had already lost $10,000. I couldn't afford to lose any more. But they have these great pictures. They tell you how it's going to perform. They sell you on a dream. That's the issue with it.
Rika went on a hair buying trip to try to get some answers.
You want to know if all the hair in Malaysia is really coming from Malaysia.
She traveled across 6 countries and found the lack of regulation in America and around the world makes it hard to guarantee what you're getting.
Push it. There you go.
Oh, they fry the hair. I can smell it. It smells like, what is that? Is that burnt hair or is that plastic? Plastic. Mixed with what's known as fallen hair. It's the cheapest tier of human hair, collected from salon floors, hairbrushes, and drains. The hair is detangled, processed with chemicals, coated with silicone, and sometimes mixed with synthetic and animal hair.
I felt like a Puerto Rican in this hair. I felt Puerto Rican. Y'all know I love me some Puerto Rican. I felt Puerto Rican in this. Rican. Ooh.
Selena wasn't Puerto Rican, bro.
Selena wasn't Puerto Rican?
No.
She was Mexican.
Yeah, bro.
Ladies, they want to look younger, they want to look beautiful, so they need our products. They love our products.
Saying that the alopecia is not a result from perming your hair and dyeing your hair, because it actually is. It's a guy on YouTube. He teaches about your health and food, and he talks about the body and hair and everything. And he also teaches basically how, you know what I'm saying, certain chemicals can eat away the hair follicles in your head. So like alopecia, like I was saying in the first video response, if you had alopecia, putting weave on your scalp will be the worst thing that you can do. Like, and the same with if you had any type of other hair problems. And like for black women, because I noticed you're not black, we don't put the weave in our hair to make it bigger. We put the weave in our hair to make it longer, to do more styles, and sometimes cause the effect of being larger or smaller braids. But that's not the only reason why we do it. I noticed you didn't even have braids in your hair, so maybe you're just trying to justify on that level of why to wear it. You know, the weave is the only thing that I can think of. And like I said before, or if I didn't say this, I'm saying it now, is that we have a right to wear whatever we want to wear in our hair. But like me, I got hair damage, so I would rather share this with other women who may be suffering from this, so we can teach our children not to do these same things, so they won't suffer from this too. Because that's all about, that's all me telling this information is about, is sharing it with others so that we can do better. You know, I'm not shaming nobody. I hope you don't think that's what my video was about. Like I said, I wore weave myself, so I'm never shaming anybody. Like, but for the most part, is that if you have any type of scalp damage, hair problems, you shouldn't be putting no weave, dye, perm, nothing like that in your hair. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care what race you is. Like, let me make that very clear as well. You know what I'm saying? I just had to use a race in the reference of something that was relatable. So I'm not being prejudiced or nothing like that to you. I just wanted to have a relatable topic on it. So that's why I said that. Like, hair problems, the last thing they need to do is be getting braids in their hair and pulling on the scalp. That's going to irritate their hair. Not sure if you do hair or not, but I actually do hair. I braid hair. I've been braiding hair since I was like 10. I know about hair. I got hair. I've been learning about hair, and all of that fake hair is bad for your hair. So I'm not really sure why you saying not really to what I'm talking about in the video, unless you saying women don't wear the weave because it's like basically a trend, which that's really what the thing is. Like, most women is wearing hair because of a trend. People who have like cancer or something like that, they might wear a wig or something like that, but even then, like I just said about the hair, is still not good. So you just making excuses to wear hair that I just said was spiritually not good to wear.